You're live. Hi. Hi everyone. Hi.
Are we live? It's not coming up.
Can
There
you
we
just-
go. Finally, it comes up on my subscriptions. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TFRL A-League Round 7 at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I'm JimSed14, obviously. And I'm going to be your solo commentator for now. Mr. Collingwood is once again absent. There is a possibility that Small Guy could be commentating with me tonight, if he doesn't get back in time. And we've got quite a few viewers tuning in, which is good to see. At the moment, I'm joined by 3 drivers that are participating in tonight's race. We have Methodges, we have Will, and we have Danny. Good evening, guys.
Hiya.
You're so annoying.
Oh, no, I'm not annoying. What are you on about? We've got a couple of comments coming in. I'll check the comments. Is everything fine on the stream? Stream quality's good? If somebody can check, that'd be great. I'll check actually now. Do-do-do. Good evening, Fidgeting Dragon. Good evening, Storm. Hope you are both keeping okay. Actually, Storm, are you available to race tonight? Because if he is, we can give him an invite. I think Superhero's online as well, so we could give him an invite.
Let me see who's actually online.
And that could be
Danine's online. Fidget Dragon's online.
Yeah, there's a few B-League guys online.
Should we get him in?
More the merrier.
Yeah, Storm can race if he wants. If he wants,
Right.
if we want him in. Give him an invite. Somebody's just left. Who was that? Technique Gaming? No, he's
Yeah.
still
No,
in.
he's
Oh,
in.
was it Kazizzle? No? Who was it? Who's just left?
It was Lawman's.
Lomans is left, right. Okay, right. Hopefully he can get back in then. Yeah, we are delaying the start a couple of minutes. Hopefully hopefully Small Guy can come back and join us.
He's just Snapchatting me asking if we can take part firmly off. Parents are taking the piss and between now and
Oh,
7:15,
he's just
possibly
joined.
7:20. Scuba.
So Scoop is just on, lovely. Oh, at least I'm glad we delayed the start then, because he's in. Lovely. Technique Gaming, can somebody send him a message saying he can go in the...
Don't kick it! Sorry.
Don't kick him, goodness me. He can go... Technique Gaming, he can go Force India tonight because Fran's not attending. So who's that just joined at the bottom?
Storm.
That's Storm, good. I'll send out a couple of invites to some of the B-League guys. Apologies if you can only hear me for now. Lawmans has got on his AZR account, so that's why he has left. Yeah, he should join back soon. So we've got 16 drivers. Small Guy could be 17, and we could get some of the B-League guys in. That could be a full grid. So I want to take full... Fidgeting Dragon, I'm going to give Glocky an invite, I think. He could be a... Actually, no. I'm going to give certain drivers invites. Who is near the top. Fidgeting Dragon will get an No, actually. No, I'm going to go Glocky will get an invite. Normans is in, good. We only need 4 more drivers, I think, don't we? Or 3 more drivers? 4 more drivers? Oh yeah, 3 more drivers. Yeah, we shall start in literally a couple of minutes. Lewis, what's he doing? Is it our Lewis? Lyronics. I'm going to give Mark NUFC an invite just in case. Let's give Math Methodges and Methodges 2 an invite. Onyxmer is Methodges 2. I'm going to give I'm going to give Toad an invite. I'm going to give Storm an invite. I'm going to give Superhero and Technique Gaming an invite as well. Make sure you're appearing online, guys, so it's much easier for me to invite you all. Wow. So, Technique Gaming, Variable... Oh, Variable's online, that's why he wasn't thingy. Fran is racing in another race, so that's fine. Wisely can get an invite. That's his invite given out. Stinner winner. Oh, Glocky's joined. Yes, lovely.
Stinner winner's already in.
Stinner winner's already in, but we need to decide what car he's in. Oh yeah, Stinner winner Toro.
Ferrari. We've got a Ferrari.
There's a Ferrari available.
A Toro Rosso. There's no Sauber available.
Is there a Mercedes available? No, it's not.
No. Who's in the other McLaren?
Joe McLaren. Oh yeah, Joe is not attending, so he can go McLaren. That's fine. So somebody can go McLaren. Glocky McLaren, Stinner winner Toro Rosso, and then Storm can have a free choice.
All the cars are available apart from Sauber.
Oh yes, Sauber. Oh no. All the cars available. Oh yeah, all the cars are available. Red Bull. Who's normally teaming up with Wiselig? Red Bull. Mark. Red Bull's available then.
Right. So Storm's going
actually,
Ferrari.
Everyone's gone there. McLaren for Glocky. Storm's gone Ferrari, and Stinner winners in Toro Rosso. Right, that's fine.
Right.
Where's small guy?
He said he's back for quarter past. So
quarter past. I'm nearly home. Wait 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Should you ask if that's a problem?
That's what he said. I'm very keen to get started though, because I know some of these guys have got to go straight after this.
Yeah.
But we could get 18 drivers. That's the thing. Actually, do you know what? Stick Park Ferme off for this race, and we'll go, and then small guy can put a setup on in the race.
Okay.
I think that's the best workaround we can do. We can start, and I'll go spectate mode. Make sure you give backup invites out as well, just in case I leave or anything. Oh, I need to send out a link in the AZR chat to tonight's live stream. Crap.
It's on TV. Oh, it's on a one.
Evening to the drivers. Good luck to them all. Though they don't need luck, since they have skill. As Jack Meyer commentating there. Commenting there. Game chat. Oh yeah, put a message in the thingy chat as well.
That got sorted.
Yeah, I'll put a message in. Hang on. Oh, I'll turn notifications off while I'm at it. So I apologise if you don't get a reply from me in this race. I think that's pretty clear to the guys to start. There we go. Right, we just need people already up now.
Just
actually,
one guy, yeah.
Small guy, is he online? He will come online if it's that small guy account. It will pop up on my left-hand side. But I'm pleased with the turnout. 17 drivers. We are missing quite a few A-League drivers tonight, so that's why B-League reserves have been brought in. It's something that we don't like to do, but it's something we have to do to essentially get a good attendance and to get some brilliant racing, which I'm sure we will provide for you, and these drivers will provide for you out on track tonight. And hopefully Methidges can score a point. As it's suddenly all gone quiet. Dun dun dun. Right. Oh crap, that's not the AZR.
It's just getting powered by Methidges. I like how he's trying to ear the mic, but it's just not working.
I don't think I can. I think he's muted me, so yeah.
Oh, Matthias.
Just seen it. Oh. Oh, so yeah. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I was gonna say I'll stick you on mute, but you can say that thingy first.
Yeah, there will be a couple of announcements coming at the end of tonight's stream. One is to do with the AMZQ Racing race against CSR.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can reveal at this point. I do not know what it is about. But we do have a dry qualifying session, am I right, guys?
We do.
The race.
What about the race?
Oh.
Full wets.
Oh, you're joking. Oh, fantastic. Small guy's gonna love that when he gets back. Goodness me. Oh.
Button, I love you too.
Right, I shall stick you guys on mute. Oh, Danny's on mute. What the hell? Why is Danny on mute? Dear me. Hello. Yeah, I will mute you guys, but I'll keep Will as a point of contact, just in case I need him for anything. Good luck, guys. Hopefully qualifying goes well. Oh, Mark. Oh, Mark's in. Oh, well. His points will count to Red Bull, then, if that's the case. Very good. Very good, I can't wait. Right, goodbye, guys. And Will is being left unmuted. We've only got one car out on track, I think. And that is Hamres. We've only got one car out on track within a minute of the session. And Hamres, the Dutch driver, of course, in the Mercedes. Good to see him back. Championship standings, I have got them. And I have done them. I just haven't published them. Championship standings going into tonight's race. Whiteleg on 104 points currently leads the way. Mr. Will is in second on 62 points. Matthias, the first Matthias, the original TFRL Matthias, in third on 54. Then it's Matt on Matt 32575 on 40 points. Scuba after 2 races, as Danny has joined. Oh, did he disconnect by any chance there?
Right, I've literally just unpaused my car because I sorted my camera out and it's made me lose my front wing.
Oh, that was the yellow flags in Sector 3 then, I think. I popped up on my screen, but anyways.
Sector 2.
Yeah, just to finish off the standings, Scuba and Seraph are tied on for 5th on 31 points. Mark Henry FC has left the session, which is a shame, because I would have liked to see him race tonight. Bolstman is in 7th on 29, not attending tonight. Kazizel and Lightning MFS, 26 points each, and VSR Francis on 25. So some of these guys that are actually attending tonight can really jump up the field. And Hamres is on his lap as he runs down towards the end of the middle sector with this tricky chicane to negotiate first. And now Hamres is coming towards the end of the middle sector, and that looked like around a 41 middle sector through there. So it's actually pretty good from the Dutchman. And Matthias and Hamres. So I'm getting confused with my Dutchman already. Hamres running down towards the last 2 corners, famously towards the wall of champions, which is on the right hand side of the final corner. And Hamres just scraping across the wall there, but he is about to set a lap. Not sure how quick it is. It's a 108.6. Is that a good lap?
What tyres?
Hypersofts.
It's a good banker, I guess.
A good banker. Couldn't be more northern in that accent at all. Still a winner coming around the final corner though, B-League Reserve. And he is about to go second here, I think. He's just going to go behind Hamres, but he has had a 109 flat, so that is a pretty respectable lap from the Toro Rosso driver. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3. Might be somebody slowing down. Scuba is out on the Super Softs, and he's about to come across the line now. And he's gone... Oh, he's set a 110 flat on the Supers. Seraph has gone on the Ultras and has set a 109.1 in third so far. Technic Gaming round in the final corner. Just messed up an entry there. Glocky has gone second, as Technic Gaming goes quickest by 1,000th.
Oh.
Technic Gaming has gone quickest by 1,000th. There is a yellow flag in Sector 1, which is cleared up. Small Guy is now online. He has got... If you can give him an invite to the party, I know you're on the outlap. Oh, Lawmans has left. Lawmans has left. Hopefully you can get backup invites out. If we can get an invite out to Lawmans, and if we can get an invite out to Small Guy, that would be much appreciated. Lyronix has just gone quickest though, the German, with a 108.5. Better known as our Scars, of course. And Lyronix in the Renault, replacing Jompalainen tonight, has gone quickest so far with a 108.5. Very notable though, Glocky is in the 108s early on. For a B-League driver to be in the 108s, that is a really good lap. 108.985 he has set. Storm has just set at 110.2, sorry, on the Hypersofts. Quite a few guys in the pits, as Reb has just put himself up to 8th place there. And now we get the drivers coming in. Kazizel, I think, is just about to go for a lap. So let's just go on board with somebody else at the minute. Danny, I think, is coming in the pits. Or he's going to go for a lap. I think he might be going for the latter. Yep, he's going to go... Oh, scraping the wall out, the wall of champions. Was Danny. Let's try on board with you, Will. No pressure.
Whee!
Oh, and you're off your lap. Brilliant. Oh, so we'll go on board with Kazizel then. Yeah, we'll go on board with Kazizel. He's 3 seconds up in the first sector. It's a 19.1. So far he'll be going around... In theory, he'll be going around Hamra's Technique Gaming sort of pace. Oh my god, what has just happened?
I invalidated my time by bouncing off the wall on the final corner, and I've got front wing damage again.
Oh wow.
So I'm not going to do a whole other lap.
Oh, I was gonna say there was a yellow flag in sector 3 there, because this will go around the hairpin, now running down the straight. He will reach speeds in excess of 200 mile an hour down here, and he's already reaching that now, so he's going to be reaching 210. There's another Mercedes in the way, that's Hamres. Lomans has joined back. Hopefully Small Guy will be able to join back as well. Kazizel takes the final chicane very nicely, but he has invalidated his lap there, and that would have been, he backed off right at the end, that would have been a 108.8. So he would have went 4th. But if he actually went that to the line, he probably would have gone quicker than Lyronix. And I wouldn't be surprised, actually, from one of these guys, who might set a 107.9. I think that might be pole position. Methidja's on a lap in the Toro Rosso, going around the final 2 corners. Nice line through there, and he's going to go quicker here. He's going to go quicker than Lyronix. Up to the line, and it's a 108 flat. Oh, what a nice lap by Matthias. Already puts it to the sword of the other drivers. And Matthias, he had worries in behind, before this race, saying he'll only get a point. Well, he won't get only a point now, because he's on provisional pole, and he is proving the point so far tonight. As we are going to ride on board with Kazizel, who has invalidated his lap, and I think he's coming back in the pits, which is unfortunate. Yes, he is. He's coming back in the pits. 16 viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Onyx Mur, I think, is on a lap. The Dutchman in the Williams, going down the back straight now. 17 viewers. We've just went up a viewer there. Onyx Mur just maybe running a default setup, possibly. He's reaching speed of 209 mile an hour at the end of the straight there. Onyx Mur around the final corner. This is going to go close to Matthias, I think. On the way to the line. Oh, it's a 108.1, and he's only 500ths off. So these are the guys that are really going to be fighting out for pole, coming forward with halfway gone in the session. Matthias with the 108 flat. Onyx Mur with the 108.1, and the guys have actually got to book up their ideas a little bit, as Wiselig has just gone 3rd on the Ultrasofts with a 108.3. That is a brilliant lap on the Ultrasofts from our championship leader. He can't be caught, of course, tonight, with Will sitting in 2nd. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, but I think Lyronix is not on a lap. It's just about to go on one now. Technique Gaming running down the straight, looking to improve on a 108.6. Let's see how he can do in the Force India. And is he coming in the pits? No, he's going for the final corner. And Technique Gaming, very, very nice through there. Not sure if it was an invalidated lap, but it is a slight improvement. It was an invalidated lap in the end. A 108.6 or 1, I think that was. And Technique Gaming didn't improve, so he would have actually went up towards Lyronix there in 4th place. As we've got a notable amount of drivers that actually haven't set a lap. Will is just about to go on for a lap because he's just come out of the pits. Lomans is on a lap. Hopefully his connection holds sway, and hopefully his connection will stay the same. Not sure if we've got an update on Small Guy. I'll check my Twitter just to be sure. Lomans has backed off this lap, so let's go on board with somebody else. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. That was somebody just after the chicane, I think. Lyronic's running up to the line. Oh, and he goes third. Just caught the end of that lap there from the Renault driver. The German sets a 108.301, and he goes quicker than Wisely, but more importantly, he goes on to the top 3 of the podium standings, if you like, in qualifying. I will double check my Twitter now to see if Small Guy is here. Oh, he's literally just joined. As soon as I say that, he's just joined. Brilliant. Hopefully he might have a setup for the race. Park Firma is off tonight because of drivers appearing late. And if you're just tuning in, I've just seen something here on the PlayStation Europe account on Twitter. This weekend, Formula 1 is free. Free game trial. As I will allude to your lap of 107.8. Very nice lap. I missed that. So I was running both with Ironics. I was so busy looking at the free Formula 1 game trial. So if you're new to watching this action and thinking, oh, I want to have a go at this, well, there's a free trial for Formula 1. Come and get yourself on board in TFRL this week. And for the rest of the season.
But you can't go online on free trial.
Oh, I know. But still, if they get interested, then you never know. I've got to say, I'm absolutely shocked by some of the laps that have been set further down the order. Seraph, 109.1 on the Ultras. Danny on a 109.2 in the Hypers. Scuba, 109.4 on the Supers. Down by 0.3 on his lap. And Lawman's with a 110.2. So the yellow flag in Sector 3, I think it was just somebody getting out of the way. It was a Red Bull. I think that was Wisely. He's on that lap. Quite a cluster of cars. As you invalidate your lap, I think.
I was trying to start a lap and I've invalidated it, so I've now got to do another lap.
Let's have a look. Methidges run up to the line. Methidges! Oh, and he improves. 108.014. But not enough to trouble Will at the top of the standings. I may just allude to the fact that Kazizel has gone 4th. And at the minute, if the owners of AZR are watching or racing, like Lawmans and Onyx Mir are, AZR currently fill out the first 5 spots.
Yeah.
AZR Will, AZR Matthias, AZR Onyx, AZR Zizzle, and AZR Scars. Currently top 5. Can you send an invite to Thingy, by the way? If you're coming in the pit, send an invite to a Small Guy to the party.
I've already invited him.
Oh, he hasn't joined then. I don't know why. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Who is that? Somebody preparing for a lap, I think. Lawman's 2/10 up on his lap, and he is on the super soft still. So let's see how the Dutchman can go here. And
I've joined.
Literally as I said, Small Guy will join the party. He has. Lovely.
Right, Hammers, I'll finally put you on mute.
Okay, no problem. Matt's just
Thank
gone
you.
10th there with a 108.6. And I shall now be left alone to commentate. Oh, Wiselig has gone quick as the championship leader. Goes quicker by 5.5 tenths nearly there. Wiselig, 107.8 in the Red Bull. Very, very nice lap. Will has got to try and respond to that. Top 2 in the standings fill out the first 2 places out on track. That is crucial for the championship battle going forward. And I may just add, actually, it's the top 3. Because Matthias, sitting on 54 points in 3rd after Monaco. The top 3 in the standings fill out the first 3 positions out on track. But we've still got 3 minutes and 45 seconds roughly to go. And it's still all to play for here in Canada. If you're just tuning in, welcome to TFRL A-League. Here, round 7, Canada, at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. You have not missed much, apart from Wisely just setting a pole position lap. Kazizel goes quicker now. And Kazizel puts his hat into the ring. In the Mercedes. And the Brit takes pole still. And it is now an AZR. Kind of 1 to 6. But Wisely's not part of AZR, which is quite a shame. But the championship leader getting knocked off his throne at the minute. No King, of course, to make any interludes. Mr. TSR Vulcan, of course. Anybody else improving on a lap? Hamres looks like he's on a lap. 108.333 is his lap time. Lyronix in the Renault. just in front of him with a 108.301. Technique Gaming's got a little bit of a buffer to find. Hammer's got a little bit of buffer actually on Technique Gaming and Seraph, the two Force Indias. As now Hammer's runs the final two corners, very nice through there. And now the Dutchman runs up the line. He's run out of EOS, but this is going to be a notable improvement. And it's a 108.2, and he goes ahead of Lyronix by about a tenth of a second there. So the Mercedes driver just goes quicker than the German of Lyronix. Isidar Scars, of course, if you are just new. Another new driver, Isidar Danny. In the meantime, Storm is the first one to retire out the session. Danny coming around the final corner now. And he's on the run up the line. This is a notable improvement from him. And he puts himself 8th with 108.4. Roughly around a tenth of a second off Lyronix. Just over a tenth, actually. 1/10 and 7 thousandths. If you're being very math conscious like I am. Just put to note, Technique Gaming, Seraph, Matt and Glocky are all separated by 17 thousandths I should say. Technique Gaming all the way down to Glocky. Glocky, of course, B-League driver. And if you're just new, Technique Gaming just getting caught a little bit deep into the corner. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Not sure who that is. That might be the Williams actually in front. That might be Onyx Mur going on a outlap as Technique Gaming actually backs off his lap. He must have been validated. We've got plenty of action now out on track, so let's have a look at who is going to be setting the pole position laps here. I think Scuba is just preparing for the lap here, the Irishman. Currently sitting in a tie for 5th with Seraph, but Scuba gets 5th place based on the fact that he has actually won a race this season, of course in Spain on his debut, in dramatic fashion with the penalty situation there, of course. And Scuba is on a lap, so let's see how the Irishman's going to take his lap. We're going to note, yeah, my bin's just messed up there. Sorry about the noise in the background, that's just... Oh, my bin has actually fell over, brilliant. But Scuba is now running down the back straight. Beside the bridge, the famous bridge, of course, here in Montreal. And Scuba now on a lap, and he is improving by 8 tenths of a second. He will keep on improving though on those hypersoft tyres. What is this lap going to be from Scuba? The Irishman could put himself way up there. Lomans can't improve, so he's going to be starting in the bottom half of the field. The bottom 7, which is quite a shock if I've got to be honest. Isidar Lomans, Isidar Reb, but... because this is still on pole. Scuba on the run up to the line though. This is going to be close. Scuba, 108.0. It's a 108 flat for Scuba. He goes 5th, just ahead of Onyx Mur. Is the main guys on a lap. Matthias at the hairpin. Weislich now running down into the final two corners. He might have plenty of EOS left for the end of this lap. Is Weislich going to improve and beat Kazizel? Can the championship leader go pole here in Canada? He's through the final corner. Weislich is improving, I think. This is going to be a 108.7. Oh, no, it's not. It's a 107.4. Oh, dearie me. Will's crashed out the session. Matthias doesn't improve. Kazizel is the only one that can improve. He is going to be starting on pole no matter what. There is a Ferrari in front of him. That's Isidar Reb. Hopefully he might be able to give him slipstream down into the final two corners. It's going to be close though. He is actually going to pass him. Red backs off his lap wisely. Kazizel round the final corner. Might have just invalidated there, I'm not sure. He's going to run up to the line and he doesn't improve. He did improve actually, 107.6, but that was an invalidated lap, and that is qualifying over in Canada. No improvements from the guys in behind Kazizel. There's like a 500 XP for rewards. Thank you very much, game. Obviously appreciating my commentary tonight. And Kazizel sets pole position here in Canada. Look at the top 3 separated by 300ths of a second with Weislich and Will. British 1, 2, 3 in TFRL. That's what we like to see. Matthias in 4th, Scuba in 5th, Onyx in 6th, Hamres in 7th, Lyronix in 8th, Danny in Technique Gaming 9th and 10th, Seraph, Matt, Glocky, Stinner winner, Lomans, Storm, Reb, 1.7 seconds separating the top 17, less than a second separating the top 15. Absolutely remarkable. Comes to show the level of talent we have got here in TFRL A-League tonight. I will check your comments now, and I will put in a prediction of a top 3 very shortly as well. Let me just have a look at the comments. It is a full wet race for the first 40 minutes. Oh, and there's cars glitching. That's fantastic. I think everyone's now out on track. I think they were just sinking in to the session there on the right-hand side. Oh, dear. Goodness me. Amazing drivers in A-League. Yeah, I've got to echo that. Amazing qualifying session. That is probably one of the tightest qualifying sessions we have had in TFRL so far this season. And we've got 18 drivers out on track, one of our best attendances of the season. Go and grab the popcorn, go and grab a cuppa, sit down, watch this race, because this is going to be absolutely fun to watch, and it's going to be fun to commentate on. We do have the formation lap on, so it is about time that I set out my prediction for a top 3. We are starting on full wet compound of tyre for the first 40 minutes at least of the race. I've been wisely informed by my beautiful drivers that are in the party with me as well, and we're now prepared for TFRL A-League Round 7. My top 3 prediction, I think Weislig's going to follow up his win in Monaco. I really think he is going to excel in these wet conditions early on. Hammers and Onyx Mer have collided on the formation lap, which is never nice to see. But I'm going to go Weislig to carry on that good form that he's been having. Every race he's finished, he hasn't been out the top 2. So that is a massive stat to go on this season so far. Weislig will win. Second, I think Scuba is going to get second from 5th. I think the Irishman will get a very good start, and hopefully he might be up into the top 3 by the time that they come into turn 3. And for third place, I'm going to go for a bit of a wacky prediction here. I'm going to go Matt32575 for third. Just don't know what happened to the likes of Will, Matthias. Of course, these wet conditions, I mean, you can't even see going down into the pit lane from that wide-eye camera angle. Quite a few guys are slumming up on the track. Will is getting a move on now, thank God. As now we will see the drivers approach the end of their formation lap. 17 viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. Get your friends to watch, get anybody in your family to watch, because honestly this race is going to be possibly not only championship defining, but possibly career defining for some of these guys as well. The likes of Glocky, Storm and Reb, still a winner as well. B-League drivers filling in. We've got 14 A-League drivers and 4 B-League reserves tonight. We could have well had a full grid. As the final McLaren driver, Vezidar Danny, goes into his grid position. And the light sequence about to come on here in Canada at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Round 7 of the TFRL A-League Championship is underway. And Kazizel gets a very good start. Weislig, though, looking in behind, somebody losing it in the background. Oh, there's already been a crash. That's Hamrez and Danny coming into a little bit of contact there. In the background of shot, looks like Hamrez might have actually, Danny might have actually got caught there. It's difficult to control the cars. Safety car already deployed. Well, that's stupid, that. That is absolutely stupid. Hamrez crashing there in the pit lane, pretty much. And the safety car's now brought it to a standstill. So these guys have now got to be careful, especially on the formation lap. What do they do? It's going to be wet conditions. Nobody pit. I beg of you, nobody pit. But it is up to the drivers, of course, if they want to pit or not, because Zizzle is getting on with things, but the safety car is out on lap 1, and genuinely, I do not know why it's out. Your guess is as good as mine. I would like to see a very clean lap 1. We are going to get a clean lap 1, but not in the way that we would have imagined it. Safety car on lap 1. Cazzizzle, Wiselig, Matthias. Any gains from that start, actually? Oh yeah, we've got quite a few gains. Danny has gained 3 positions. The McLaren driver up to 6th from 9th. Matt from 12th up to 9th. Still a winner from 14th up to 11th on the most notable ones. As Matthias tries to go for a move down the inside of Wiselig. What's he trying to do? Goodness me. Oh, and we do have our first boxer, actually. Lyronix is at our scars into the pits. The Renault driver getting a free pit stop, of course, underneath the safety car. Glocky is in, Storm is in, and Glocky gets a 5-second stop go for ignoring yellow flag. So does Hamres. This is quite unfair, if I've got to be honest. Hamres has also had a collision with, and Lyronix has gone on the wrong compound of tyre here. That's an intermediate strategy. That is the wrong strategy, mate. Isidore Reb has been held up in the pits by Storm. Oh, hang on a minute. I think we've got a pit glitch going on here. Reb is stuck in the pits. And this is never nice to see. Hopefully we can... Hopefully he can get served. There we go. He's going into his... Oh, no, he's... Oh, that's just strange. That's just very strange. Safety car brought to a standstill on lap 1. Lap 2 out of 35. Not much to comment on. Far from Lyronix, Glocky, Storm, Hamres and Isidore Reb have been in the pits. Lyronix on the intermediate condition, on the intermediate compound of tyre. Wrong call in these conditions. It's going to be like this for 40 minutes. He's on the intermediate and he is going to be struggling. He is really going to be struggling in this race. Oh. Great job from the B-League drivers too. Superguy and L commenting Cazzizzle P1, Will P2, Wiselig P3. Very interesting to note of his thoughts. Thank you, Fanta Balls, for tuning in as well, and I'm glad you're liking the commentary. 129 subscribers. If we can get that up a 1. Danny is in for 5-second stop goal for ignoring the yellow flag. These are ridiculous, these stop goals. These really are ridiculous. Danny is going to punt. And what's he going to go in for? Is this this is just wet tyres, I think. Oh no, it looks like intermediates. And that is a set of intermediates for Danny. I do not know why drivers have felt the need to come in the pits and go on intermediates. I don't think it's intermediates. And the top 13 certainly think it's not intermediates. As is our oh, what's happened to Lomans? Underneath the safety car, he's gone for a spin. Has he lost his front wing? White side end plate. 5-second stop go for ignoring yellow flag for small guy. I'm guessing some of these guys did have penalties. Not penalties. They did have illegal overtakes on the guys ahead. So Cazzizzle out in front, as you can see. Wiselig in second. You can appreciate how difficult the driving conditions are for some of these guys in behind. Will in 4th, Scuba in 5th. Oh, Hamres and Glocky have just picked up 5-second stop goals for hitting Storm. I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's the safety car, for God's sake. Matt in 7th, 7th and 8th, still a winner in 9th. Technique Gaming in 10th. Small Guy, Lyronix, Glocky, Storm, Hamres, Lomans, Danny and Reb. Right at the back, and I think the safety car will be coming in next lap. So lap 4 out of 35 is when the safety car will pit, and it is going round for the lap here in Canada. If you're just tuning in, you might be thinking, why on earth the safety car's out for? Your guess is as good as mine. All I can say is Glocky, Hamres are in the pits. They've got front wing damage, I think. Definitely wet tyres, I think, for these two. That's a set of wets out in the pit box for Hamres, and that looks like a set of wets out in the pit box for Glocky. So that's the right call, actually, for those guys. As action will begin to get underway once again in TFRL A-League. Round 7 of the championship. At least everyone is still in the race. That's all we can comment at the minute. At least everyone is still in the race. And it's very, very difficult to even muster up what sort of conditions these guys are driving through. I mean, let's go on board with Matthias, for example. And let's just look at the spray being kicked up. When they're getting speed down the straight, weaving the tyres, trying to keep the tyres as warm as possible in these conditions underneath the safety car. I mean, look at the spray being kicked up. You can't even see the cars ahead. Going to be so difficult to judge braking points in these conditions. Safety car is in this lap. Wiselig and Kazizel is going to back up the field. The Brit backing up the field. With Matthias in third, Will in fourth. Who is going to get the jump off the start here in Canada? Kazizel pushing on with this a little bit, if I've got to be honest. The safety car line is at the entrance into the final two corners, famously known as the Wall of Champions thingy, and it looks like Kazizel might be starting to wind it up from the front, and it looks like Kazizel's actually gone. He's actually burned away from the field. Kazizel, he's got to be careful. Safety car is in, and it's lights out and away we go once again here in Canada, and Kazizel's got a massive jump on Wiselig. That's a 9/10 jump taken out of in the safety car restart. That is a huge gap to take onto this lap. Wiselig in second, Matthias in third, Will in fourth. They're all filing in single file at the minute. Be interesting to see how the guys in the intermediates get on, and they're right beside each other actually, Lyronix and Danny, and this is definitely not Inters. They're holding up the rest of the field here, the German and the Brit. Reb just getting caught in a little bit of a pocket there between the two. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. That's Seraph round. Seraph has nearly crashed where Brendan Hartley and Lance Stroll did. He's keeping out of the way, which is good. He's going to go down to the back of the field, and that's good sportsmanship there actually from Seraph. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Lyronix has just been overtaken possibly by Danny here. This is the closest battle out on the track. The guys are taking it in single file. I will jump to Will and Matthias actually now, because Will's right on the back and he's going around the outside of the hairpin possibly here. Matthias on the inside line. Will's going to try and go switch back down the inside. Just gets caught on the curb. Matthias put his car in front of him. Matt has just gone up to 6th past Onyx Mer. Danny and Lyronix are still holding up everyone. You can see how bad the guys are. Small guy didn't even qualify. He's already up to 10th, so he's getting 8 places, as now we did have 2 tenths between the leaders, Kazizel and Wiselig. And this is important for the championship battle, of course. Wiselig leading Matthias, leading Will, and Matthias is currently outscoring Will, so just keep an eye on that during this race. Of course, 104 points Wiselig, 62 for Will, 54 for Matthias, and Kazizel is on 30 odd, I think, if I recall, without having a look at my standings that I've got up. But we settle down into the rhythm now. All of the drivers settle down into the rhythm. Seraph has gone for a set of inters, looking like it is between the crossover point actually, because Danny and Lyronix are not really losing much time to Small Guy. And it's an interesting strategy call. Intermediate conditions will probably come within these 40 minutes of wet racing, as Lomans tries to go for an overtake now. Actually, that's Hamres down the inside of Lomans, and Hamres getting a move done on his fellow Dutchman. He's up to 15th place. Just forcing Lomans off track. Spray being kicked up there. Storm's right on the back of this as well. He's now going for a move on Lomans. We cut the Seraph by mistake. There is a battle going on for the lead of the race, and Storm hanging around the outside of Lomans. Very nice overtake by Storm. That's a beautiful overtake. But now we have a 3-car train. Matthias, Will and Scuba, with Matt 32575 right in the background as well. He's jumped 3 places as Will is going to try and move down into turn 1. Matthias just cutting him up on the inside there. Just about positioned his car to great effect. Matthias just holds on to 3rd for now. That could have easily ended up in tragedy though. Danny catching Small Guy. Maybe it is intermediate conditions. The rain looks like it is getting slightly lighter out on track. As let's cut to the onboard shot with Will on the back of Matthias. Lap 7 out of 35, so we're 1/5 distance here in Canada. And Kazizel still leads by 7/10 of a second from Wiselig. We are on board currently with the battle for 3rd between Matthias, Will and Scuba, who has just dropped off the pace a little bit, going down into the 2nd sector. And going through the 2nd sector now. Again, the spray being kicked up. Very difficult driving conditions for the guys out on track. It is a typical Canada race. This reminds me of Canada back in 2011 when Jensen Button won, of course. And Danny and Small Guy now going at it. Small Guy's got the inside line. He's outbraking himself into the corner. Danny's going to sweep up the inside and mop up the position. So Danny now up to 10th. The intermediate conditions may be coming to fruition. Looks like it is getting a little bit brighter out on track. No DRS, of course, because we're in wet conditions. And Small Guy has got the outside line and he's surely not going to go for this. Round the outside. Somebody has pitted. That's Stinner winner in. Matthias, that's fastest start of the race. The track looks like it's getting quicker. Small guy making a mistake. He's got to try and recover the car. And that's a very soft collision with the wall there. It's a good job Glocky was behind him by quite a way. And small guy gets going. That is Lawman's just going past him there. Seraph well behind. The small guy can now settle down into the rhythm again and try and get that car, try and get those tyres warmed up. Rain looks like possibly it could be stopping. Just right on board with Wisely. No DRS of course, but he is closing in with the ERS management. And the ERS getting managed well because Zizzle's got 89%. Wisely's got around 60% left in the ERS management. Scuba now right on the back of Will. And this is currently 4. Third, fourth and fifth. Matthias just in front of these two. Let's have a look at the position gain actually. Position changes. Most positions gained. Matt from 12th up to 6th. Very, very good drive from him so far. And he is leading himself possibly onto a podium. As Wiseig's now right on the back of Kazizel going through the final chicane. Famously at the Wall of Champions. Wiseig just getting through there. Matthias just pulling away from Will through that section as well. And they've left Scuba a little way behind. Technically Gaming has gone in the pits. So is he now pitting for Inters? That rain is beginning to stop out on track. So much for 40 minutes on the wet tyres. That is a set of Inters for the Force India driver. And Technic Gaming the Finn now out of his pit box. Small guy is pitting in as well. I think this is going to be a set of Inters for him in the Red Bull. Joining late of course. His points will count towards Sauber. He's getting a 5-second stop goal served, I think. Yep, now they can work on the car, and that is a set of Inters. Let's just go back to the tyres, actually. Yep, set of Inters for small guy, and a front wing change after that collision with the wall. And Seraph just comes out in front of him. 3/10 separating the top two now. Wisely beginning to close in on Kazizel. Is Kazizel's tyres now beginning to overheat, like they did in Monaco? Lawmans has just lost 2 positions and he's gone for an excursion off where Lance Stroll and Brendan Hartley crashed in the real life race this season. Weisig now right on the back of Kazizel, jumping back and forth between the battles. And is Weisig now going to go for a move down the inside at the second to last corner? Just things second of it right at the end there. And Kazizel so far 6/10. The gap just about leads. Yellow flag in sector 3. That is Azar Red that has gone for a spin. Onyx Murrah's now came in the pit, so that definitely looks like it is the crossover point now. That rain is stopping out on track. Scuba, however, sets the fastest lap on the wet compound of tyre, 21.8. It is the crossover period. Onyx, I think, serving a 5-second stop go there. No, he's not. He's just came out the pits. Let's see where he's going to rejoin, because there's Storm and Stinner winner. And Technic Gaming in the background as well. And Hamras and Onyx Mur is going to join out in 11th place, and he's gone for another set of the wets, which may be the wrong compound of tyre. Now, as Lawmans and Reb have pitted, let's see what Lawmans is going on for. That's a set of Inters, and now Seraph does set a fastest lap on the Inters. So now, if the guys at a pit for Inters, I think now will be the perfect time, as we're on lap 10 of 35, approaching the end of lap 11, and Kazizel leads. Just about from Weisig. Those tyres are beginning to overheat, I fear, though, on Kazizel. And now he's right on the back of him, Weisig. Here he comes, the championship leader, on the back of Kazizel. Kazizel just pulling away, maybe using more ERS down the straight, and he is. He's using one mode more compared to Weisig. He just nearly outbreaks himself into the corner. Will, Matthias, and I thought Scuba was coming in. Matt is in as well, so Matt, Will, and Matt are all in. This will be a set of Inters. I think they must have heard me. That's a set of Inters out in the Renault box, certainly. Danny up to 4th after that early pit stop. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, which I think might be Azadar Lawmans. He's had a bit of a spin coming off the chicane. Not his race so far for Azadar Lawmans, but he's still continuing. He has got no right side end plate, I don't think. Everyone now coming in. Intermediate condition tyres. All the way to go. And because of the call from early on, from Danny and Lyronics, they're going to be out in front of the lead of the race. Will must have had front wing damage or something, or a 5-second stop go, because now he is down in 9th place. But Hamras has probably got a pit. The top three have got a pit, certainly. Danny picks up a 3-second time penalty there for corner cutting. But the gap is beginning to close, and now the intermediate conditions are the right tyre to be on. Might be dry by around, I think, around lap 24, 25 we'll be looking at for dry conditions. Is Cazzizzle and Wisely going to come in? Are they both going to blink? Yes, they are. Wisely, oh, he was thinking of going in the corner there. Scuba is continuing, though. Scuba feels he's got enough on those tyres to go at least one more lap. This is a bold call from the Irishman. Currently, he's sitting in pole position to win. But Danny and Lyronix on his debut setting a 20.7 fastest lap there. Of course, he will get the fastest lap point. Cazzizzle is just going to come out maybe ahead of Matthias here. Let's see, Matthias will be on the right-hand side of your screen. There's Cazzizzle, and there is Cazzizzle going down the inside. And that is beautiful. Cazzizzle coming out the pit lane. Oh, and Danny's spun. Danny has gone for a spin. On the intermediate compound of tyres, he was nowhere near anyone. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3 as well, which is Lawman's, I think, getting out the way of lapped cars. That was Scuba who was getting out the way of. And it's now the Irishman going to pit everyone bar himself is on the intermediate compound tyre. A small guy picks up a 3-second time penalty. He is just going to come out behind. Hammers is just going to come out in front of him. There's another yellow flag in Sector 1. Oh, small guy's gone off the track. Reb nowhere near him. There is Reb, and he gets out of the way. Masterful driving there by small guy. But he's now... Oh, he's spinning the car. This might be the end of his race. As Scuba goes for another lap. Still the crossover period, he thinks it is. Lap 13 out of 35. Small guy and Lawmans have gone for individual spins. Small guy now reversing on track, probably to get disqualified. Lawmans is retired. And small guy should retire from the session as well. Not his race at all. We delayed the start for him. There he is. Oh, and he's just crashed out of the race there. Safety car might get deployed for that. And that is worthy of a safety car. Wisely setting fastest laps. Gap now between himself and Lyronix. Between Scuba and Lyronix are at 5 seconds. Small guy has left the session, which is quite unfortunate. We do have a battle going on further down the field. 9th and 10th, between Stinner Winner and Technique Gaming. This is the closest battle out on track at the minute. The Finn trying to close in on the Dutchman. Blue Skies now starting to show. Technique Gaming outbreaking himself through the second chicane there. As Wisex picked up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. As I now actually begin to struggle with my voice, which is absolutely fantastic. Is Scuba now going to pit? He's still going! So is Scuba going to see if he can actually get onto the dry compound of tyre? That rain is beginning to stop there out on track. I'm just going to have a quick check to see. Oh, small guy is not muted, so you can probably hear all of this because this will set to 19.9. And Scuba's still continuing. Very, very strange indeed. Now, Technic Gaming a 10th off Stinner Winner. I don't think he'll go for a move in these conditions. Maybe when it's dry, he will get a crack at Stinner Winner. We're 2/5 the way through this race for lap 14 out of 35, and Technique Gaming right in the back of Stinner Winner. He's tapped him. He's tapped the back of him there. No from wing damage, I don't think, luckily. But he is going to go for a move here down the inside on Stinner Winner, and he gets the move done. That's a very nice, fair move there by the Finn. Give him a little tap in the prelude. Will picks up a 3-second time penalty, but Technique Gaming now up to 9th. And essentially, that could be net 8th place if Scuba comes out behind these guys. Onyx Mer well away from this battle. As Lyronix closing in on Scuba. Scuba is still going for another lap. I cannot believe my eyes. The Irishman still going as Lyronix is at our scars. That early pit stop has proved fruition here. Danny made that mistake, of course, a couple of laps ago. Those tyres are going. Scuba's overheating the tyres. Here comes Lyronix down into turn 4. Down the inside. Scuba lets him go. He has to. And Ironics now into P1 of the race, and he's in pole position now to try and take this, possibly to at least the dry stint, as the rain keeps getting lighter and lighter here in Canada. And Scuba nearly losing control of the car. He is fighting with every ember and amount of strength that he's got to try and hang on to this car before it gives up on him. Scuba is the only one that hasn't pitted. Ironics has pitted, lap 1 of course, underneath the safety car period. Non-Expert picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Kazizzle, there he is, there is Kazizzle. Closing up on Scuba. Definitely looks like Inters at the minute, but Kazizzle now is starting to close in. Matthias will reel him in as well. Is Scuba now going to dive in the pits? Finally he gives way on lap 15 out of 35. Ironics leads on the lap 16, and Scuba finally in the pits. That is going to be a set of intermediate tyres for Scuba. He's going to be well down the field, but he looks like he's going to be getting out ahead of Onyx Mer potentially here. In fact, I think he's going to get out ahead of Technique Gaming, so he's going to be at in 8th place and in a bit of clear air, which is crucial for him going forward, especially as we approach the dry stint, which I predicted, of course, would be around lap 24-25. And we'll see if that's right. Hamres has just completed the move on Storm further down the order. As now, Matt, Danny and Wiselig in a second of each other. As you can probably see, 9.2 seconds separating the top 7 out on track. And is Wiselig, the championship leader, going to go for a move? No, he's not. The Red Bull driver just playing with fire at the minute. Danny will defend the inside line. Wiselig's got a much better run. He's going to have a go at him down the hairpin. Down into the hairpin. Danny down the inside line. I think Wislig's going to get traction off the corner. He's got that move done. Wiselig now up to P5. So that's crucial for him. He's now pulled 2 positions ahead of Will. He's 2 positions behind Matthias though. Even if Wiselig doesn't win this race, he will still be championship leader going into the French Grand Prix next week. And I will allude on to what is happening next week at the end of this stream. There's yellow flag in sector 2, which I think might be is it our Reb? It is. It's gone for a spin. And is it our Reb? Right down at the back of the field. Not the greatest drive from him today. And I may just point out that the gap for the lead is beginning to come down. 2.7 seconds it was there, because this will just trying to close in as we... Oh, actually, Matthias is closing in as well. 4/10. Wiselig on the back of Matt. That's now a 4-way battle as Danny's now done that battle. Matthias picks up a 3-second time penalty. But as the drivers begin to possibly lose control of their cars in these wet conditions, the rain is coming down slightly heavier, I've got to say, compared to earlier. Scuba's picked up a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner. I think it was probably the left-hand side of that chicane. As Wiselig now closes in on Matt, 32575, Matt Tibos. Now at grave danger as we will cut on board with Kazizzle and Matthias just in front. Danny is out the race. Oh, and Will's nearly fallen him off. Ooh. So Danny's out the race. Where has he crashed? I think that's at the Wall of Champions. He's actually... Where the hell's he gone? He's binned it. He's binned it in the pit lane. That's got to be on purpose, surely. Very, very strange. That has to be on purpose. That couldn't have been a tap from somebody. Kazizzle and Matthias running into second sector. 3.5 tenths separating these two guys. Brit defending off the Dutchman. As now everyone just begins to spread themselves out a little bit. Danny's left the session, so I'm guessing he's had to go somewhere, which is quite unfortunate. It means Reb is going to be picking up 15th place. Is Matthias going to dive down the inside? He tries it late. That's very, very late for Matthias. Kazizzle should get the run off the corner though on the left-hand side of the screen. Just gives him a little bit of a tap. And now Matthias has actually got that position. So Matthias now up to second. All of this battling, letting Ironics get away. Lap 18 out of 35, going on to lap 19. And Ironics lead by 3.5 seconds. He'll have to pit, of course. Matthias in second, Kazizel in third. When is this dry stint going to come? Is the next question on my mind. I'm predicting 24-25. This might go on to around lap 30, possibly. The dry stint, or potential dry stint, as Weisling and Matthias are battling into turns 2 and 3. As Weisling got the outside line. No, he hasn't. And he's got this slipstream off the corner. Is he going to go for a move down into the chicane? That would have been very dangerous if he did. As, let me just have a look at the comments. We've got a couple running through here. And thank you to everyone who is still tuning in. Will absolute nonce, apparently. Lewis 11104 saying any chance I could become a reserve or a driver for this league. Yes, I will have a chat to you in private after this race, Lewis. You'll have to sign up as a reserve though for now, but looking at the guys that we've got, you should be able to get a drive. Weisling dives down the inside. Sorry to cut off there, but Weisling dives down the inside. Matt was aware of the danger and has just let him get on with it. Weisling up to 4th place. Tibos now down to 5th, and Will trying to close in 6th. There might have been a little bit of controversy between Will and Danny, possibly. As now we run through the Wall of Champions chicane, lap 20 out of 35. That blue sky is beginning to get out a little bit. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, which I think was Azad or Reb getting out the way of Kazizel and Matthias battling there. And there's Weisling, and there's Matt Tibos, and there's Will going on by as well. So Reb is letting through the drivers, which is very good to see. Disappointing, but he should do better in B-League tomorrow night, of course. And at the end of the session, I will give an update on what is going to be happening next week, because I'm not going to be here next week. The league, B-League, will be left in the capable hands of one of the guys from the admin team. I'm not sure who yet, but I will not be here next week. I'm away next weekend, but I will be watching from the sidelines in the French Grand Prix. I was also missing the French pre-season testing, I think, as well. As Reb again. Oh, Reb's gone for a spin again. That's surely going to be him out of the race, and it is. Reb gives up finally. But everyone out on track, separated by around 50 seconds. The top 6 are still separated by 7.2 seconds, which is a credit to the driving talent, of course, that we've got in TFRL. We've got a battle developing further down the field, though, with Onyx and Seraph. Seraph was possibly trying to have a go there. The track is still getting quicker. Rain is coming down a little bit heavier. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, which might have been Storm there. Going off. We've got green flags in that sector. Nobody else is around there, so I think that must have been Storm. Yellow flag in sector 3. 6.9 seconds separating the top guys, and Will's right on the back of Matt Tibos. Let's have a look. Let's cut the broadcast cam. That's a shocking broadcast cam to come on to. That's absolutely vile. Will now trying to have a go at Matt. I wish you could see the action, because we're just right on board with Will's rear end at the minute, which is very strange. And there we go. We now cut to a decent camera angle. As Will now going to have around the outside of Matt Tibos. Now, and there's 6 cars going exactly through the same spot on track. 6.5 seconds. Will is actually getting out of this. This track is getting quicker. Lyronix's lead beginning to be reduced. 1.9 seconds. As now Will is going to try round the outside of the chicane, of the final chicane. Didn't quite pull it off, but he could get the run, the exit off the corner, and he is. He's going to go for the inside line down into turn 1. Let's go on board with this. Will's now got the inside line. Matt on the outside line. Will diving on the inside. He's now forced to the outside line. Matt should hold the position down the inside. Watch out for the traction though off corner. Both relatively around the same. Will maybe just getting on top, and he backs off wisely there. Will backs off wisely. Just getting held up now by Matt Tibos at a crucial stage in the race. Lap 22 out of 35. No dry stint on the horizon yet, but it is coming. I've been told it is coming. As now we've got 2 seconds separating the top 3. Lyronix, Matt and Kazizel. Lyronix's lead beginning to be reduced, but I think he's just gunning it until the dry strategy comes into play. The dry stints will come into play very soon. Still got 14 drivers left in this race, 14 human drivers in this race. That is a noticeable difference from Monaco last time, of course. As my voice begins to go. Weisslich is catching Kazizel as well. He's beginning to get on with things a little bit. Matthias picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Kazizel just whacking against the wall. Just came on the camera there with him. Kazizel whacking the wall, and he's lost 1.2 seconds. Now on Matthias. Yellow flag Sector 2 and Sector 3. Who is that? That is nobody. Storm, I think that might have been. Not quite sure though. And yeah, 2.6 seconds separating the top 3. Weisslich now joining in on this, so it's actually 3 seconds separating the top 4, with 7 seconds separating the top 6. Let's cut to the fastest laps actually. Weisslich setting the fastest lap, so currently, have we just seen a move by Stinner winner there on Onyx? Possibly. Rain beginning to stop. Rain is beginning to stop in the first sector. And Stinner winner hanging around the outside of Onyx Moore. That's a lovely move by the Dutchman on his fellow Dutchman. Stinner winner up to 9th place. Very, very good indeed. As the rain begins to stop on track, it is getting a hell of a lot brighter. The dry stint, this track will dry out quick. So I think the dry stint's going to come 26-27. Pretty much bang on what I predicted, I've got to be honest. 24-25. Just a couple of laps out, but the rain has stopped, I think, out on track now. Still running down the visor a little bit. Weisslich has gone up the inside of Kazizel into turn 1, and he's now up to 3rd place. The championship leader making inroads on his title rival Matthias now. Will has got to get past Matt Tibos to try and force the issue and to try and retain his 2nd place on the championship. There's only 8 points separating him and Matthias at the minute is going to be outscoring him by 10. Onyx Moore has come into the pits. Has he trusted that it is going to be dry very soon? Still running in the pit lane, but that looks like a set of dries possibly out on track for him. And that is a set of ultras for Onyx Moore. Glocky in the pits, that's what he's going to go on with. Set of ultras for Hamres. Glocky's having a 5-second stop go. That's a set of supers for Glocky. That could be the right compound tyre actually. And he gets out ahead of Hamres as well. But now, oh my god, we've got 5-10 separating the top 3. Where the hell's this came from? Lyronix's tyres are going. Matthias now down the inside. Let's take it from Weisslich's point of view. Lyronix is in. The German is in. Kazizel's in. Matt Tibos still going round. The theory is this track's going to dry out. It definitely looks bone dry, or certainly greasy out on track. Dry line not forming yet, but it will. As we approach the dry stint here in TFRL, and 2 championship contenders fighting out for the lead of the race. Weisslich on the back of Matthias, the championship leader, against his protege of Matthias. Matthias behind him by a considerable margin in the points, and Weisslich 3/10 off. This is going to be a very, very crucial move. He could try it into the hairpin here. Everyone now pitting for Ultrasofts. Do you know what? Don't listen to me. Just watch out for the DRS being enabled. That's all you've got to watch out for. Don't pit in if you don't want to pit in. As Weisslich gets up the inside of Matthias, forcing him all the way to the wall. He himself hits the wall. And now Weisslich is into the lead of the race. And that's a crucial move. How is the tyres looking on Lyronix? Weisslich not coming in. Matthias is in though. Is Matt Tibos going to come in? He's going to fly into the pits here, Matt Tibos. And we are at the crossover period, because Lyronix was just starting to catch Matt before he came into the pits. Weisslich going out for a lap. This could be career defining. This could be championship defining for Weisslich. This could be his 3rd win of the season. DRS enabled, and now he's on the back foot, because Lyronix has just gone across the line. 15.5 seconds behind Weisslich. That gap is going to come down. Lyronix is going to be possibly winning this race. A reserve driver winning this race. I don't think it's ever been known in TFRL. As Matt Tibos is right on the back of Kazizel coming out the pits, he is now 6 tenths off Kazizel, with Will a further 3 tenths back. Matthias now behind Will. They pitted a lap earlier than him, and it's good, and it's paid dividends for Kazizel and Will, because they're going to be outscoring him. Lyronix is not getting much, but he's getting enough for Wisely to be coming out potentially. He's going to be coming out Matthias Scuba sort of area. 3-second time penalty for Matthias there. Matt tries to look for a move on Kazizel there. Not quite enough. The leader is in. Wiselig is in the pits. Championship leader. Race leader. Both in the pits. And now DRS enabled. Matt is going to have DRS on Kazizel. Is he going to try and enter the final chicane? He is, you know. He is, you know. Matt Tibos down the inside of Kazizel, just turning in for the corner. I think a little bit of a... I think he will picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Wislig's coming out in second place. Wiselig is coming out in second place. And now we've got a three-way battle for third. Kazizel, Matt, and Will. I hope my voice can keep up for the last 8 laps. Goodness me. Kazizel, Matt, and Will. Wiselig jumps them, and jumps them by a considerable margin. And Matt's looking round the outside into turn 6. Kazizel just forcing him off track. That's going to bring Will into action as well. Could nearly have 3 wide down here. Kazizel, Will. And Will tries to go down the inside. Kazizel turning into the corner again. He's just got to be careful. Just got to leave room for the guys. Is Matt now going to try and juke to the inside? He goes switch back down the inside. Kazizel desinks there. Huge desync from Kazizel. And Will right on the back just backs off at the stage of where it was going to happen. Now Kazizel's got the run. He's going to go around the outside of Matt Tibos, leaving him room, and he's got the move completed. Nice move by Kazizel up to third. Just after turning in, but now Matt Tibos has got the run on him. Wiselig 9 tenths off Lyronix. That's going to go down the wire as well. You can see them in the foreground of shock, just going through turn 3 there. Lap 28 out of 35. Lyronix leads by 7 tenths. That gap has been whittled down all the way. Wisely, championship leader in second. Keep an eye out for the penalties though. Come the end of the race, Kazizel just moving on the braking, having a little bit of a twitch. Tibos now looking around the outside. Kazizel comes across him again, forcing him all the way off track. That's unfair. That might be a penalty. But Matt gains the position, and now Kazizel has actually lost both. And Will is going to be the gainer out of this. Down the inside of this next chicane. Will's got the move done. Another nice move. Racing at its finest in TFRL. Matthias now getting on this battle as well. All of this battling, this letting Wisely pull away. He's getting 4 seconds all of this battling. Absolutely unbelievable. And we still have battles going on further ahead. Let's take it from Kazizel's point of view. Matt on the left hand side of your screen, just duking into the slipstream, trying to get more speed down the straight. Will on the inside, on the outside there, on the right hand side of screen. Lyronix has just lost the lead of the race. There's Wisely up at turn 3. And Lyronix now so close to potentially getting a win. Scuba has pitted. This is a real thrilling race. Don't tune out if you're just tuning into this. You've missed everything, basically. Safety car lap 1. Absolutely ridiculous safety car lap 1. Onyx Murph picks up a 3-second time penalty. Scuba has pitted for Hypersofts. He's going to go fastest lap point, I think. And he is going to be getting out ahead, possibly of Stinner Winner. Let's just see. Stinner Winner will be on the right-hand side coming out. And there is Scuba coming out behind him. But we still have this battle. Will now begin to pull away from Matt Tibos, who launches it. Oh! He really did nearly hit him there. Goodness me, these guys have just got to calm down a little bit. Lap 29 out of 35, going on to lap 30 any second now. Wisely leads by 7 tenths of a second from Lyronix, who's picked up a 3-second time penalty there. Wisely follows with the fastest lap of the race. And now Kazizel, beautiful exit of the corner. He's now right on the back. Let's take it from Matthias' perspective. Could have 3 wide into turn 1 if it gets tasty. Matt around the outside, Kazizel on the inside, and again Kazizel just forcing his rifle off track. but he gets the move completed cleanly and fairly that time. Just got to soften down. As Cazilla picks up a 3-second time penalty, that's going to be crucial for the end. All of these penalties are going to be factoring in. I dare not look at the penalties because there'll be so much action kicking off. Scuba right on the back of Stinner Winner running down the straight. Not close enough for moving to turn 1. Matt Tibos now right on the back of Cazilla again. And he picks up a 3-second time penalty. So that evens things out. And there's Matthias now on his fellow Matt. Matthias down the outside. Matt hugging the inside. Trying to go switchback. Matt just positions his car to perfection now though. And that's probably the best position of the car I think we've ever seen so far this season in TFRL. But Matthias, did Matt just clip the wall there? Look at Matthias' speed. He's gone waltzing past him. Completed the move. Hands down, he's got the best straight line speed out on track. And Matthias pulls away now from Matt. Will sets the fastest lap of the race. Who is going to get fastest lap of the race? That's the thing. 31 out of 35. Wiselig, Lyronics, 1.5 seconds. Wiselig looks comfortable now out in front. Lyronics in second. Will relatively looks comfortable in third. Technique Gaming picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Scuba now going for a move on Stinner Winner around the outside into the chicane. In the final chicane, nice move. Scuba's up to 9th. Will he close in on Onyx Mur? As now Kazizel begins to pull away from Matthias as well ahead. And he's beginning to get on Will. Of course, we saw in China this battle between Will and Kazizel. Are we going to be prepared for round 2 here? Quite possibly, I fear. As we run down the straight, Kazizel, is he close enough for a move on Will? Don't think he's got the closing speed. He might have a go into the first corner. Will gets a better exit though. There's not going to be a move completed here. Kazizel is closing up. He won't go for a move surely into turn 1. That will just be ridiculous. He does set fastest lap of the race, 1:10.6. Around 3 seconds off qualifying pace, of course, these guys are setting. Will again just getting time out of the corner. He looks better in the first sector compared to his rivals in behind. And that might just be the reason why he could get third place. But I do think he's got quite a few penalties. I will quickly check the penalties. Do you know what? I'll quickly check the penalties. Wiselig has got 3 penalties. Lyronics has got 3 penalties. Will has got 3 penalties. Kazizel has got 2 penalties. Matthias has got 4 penalties, dear me. Matt has got 2 penalties. Technique has got 4 penalties. Onyx Mur has got 5 penalties, but getting higher now. Scuba's got 4. And Stinner Winner running off the top 10 has got 4. As Scuba picks up a 3-second time penalty. At 33 out of 35. 3 more laps remaining here in Canada as the sun tries to break through the clouds. Here in Canada, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Wiselig leads by 1.6 seconds. Evened out the penalties. Wiselig and Ironic. So at the moment they're going to be finishing 1 and 2 quite comfortably. But let's go on board with Kazizel because he is beginning to get the bit between his teeth. And he's now beginning to try and run on. Matt Tibos going down for an inside move on Matthias. Now around the outside of the chicane. This is surely going to work. He should get the move done. Matt, though, has got a good straight line speed set up. He backs off and lets Matt go around the outside. Lovely move by the Brit on the Dutchman. With 2 more laps to go. I can feel my voice going. I hope it lasts. Matthias again trying to go for a move on Matt Tibos there. That's me. Still a winner. Crossing right the way back up to Scuba, who has made a mistake somewhere out on track. He's lost around a second. Yellow flag sector 3. Who's that? That's Storm getting out the way of the leaders. That's Wiselig. And Matthias has just gone around the outside of Matt Tibos. Oh, Matt Tibos is in the wall. Oh, goodness me. Not sure if that was lag. Oh, dearie me. And Matt now on the back foot of Matthias. As I've got a Revenant glitch on Kazizel, which is brilliant. Let's commentate my way through it though. Penultimate lap of the race here in Canada. The Wise League lead by 1.9 seconds. Lyronix has looked really strong though for 3/4 of that race when he was leading. He's had such a good debut. Another notable debut as well. Will currently sitting in third. Is going to get bragging rights over his title rival Matthias, who's now 2.7 seconds off and picks up another 3-second time penalty for his pain. Will trying to get the run off the corner. Oh, Kazizel just lagging a little bit there. Running down the straight. We're about to go on to the final lap of the race. Wise League leads by 2.4 seconds. Lyronix has just lost a little bit of time through the final chicane. Kazizel now looking for an outside move. Will defending the inside line. He's just about to keep it through here. Kazizel now has got the straight line speed. And he waltzes past the fellow Brit. And Kazizel round the outside into third place. But watch out for the penalty. Seventh picks up a 3-second time penalty. This is the battle to stay on board with. As still a winner has actually got past Scuba. He's making mistakes. Hypersoft's going off on those. Wrong call, I think, by Scuba to pit. As now the leader begins to come through the final 2 sectors of the lap. Weisling now reaching the end of the middle sector. He's got a broadcast cam. Let's have a look on board with Will and Kazizel. See how they're getting on. I don't think Will is going to be close enough for a move this time around. He might have to leave it late. He's nearly outbraking himself. As we run down the straight into the final corner, we'll keep an eye on Will and Kazizel on the left-hand side of screen. Wisely, though, round the final corner. He's got to win his third race here in TFRL. Wisely wins and extends his championship lead. Lyronix, good debut in second. Will not trying to move into third. He picks up another 3-second time penalty. Can he get Kazizel on the run to the line? No is the answer, but he jumps him. He doesn't jump him on penalties. Kazizel gets third. Will in fourth. Matt Tibos, though, less penalties, gets fourth from Will. Matthias. Technique Gaming's had a bit of a quiet race in seventh. Let's go on board with the battle with Scuba, still a winner, and Seraph. Right at the end of this race. My voice is about to go. Technique Gaming coming across the line in seventh. Crashes his way across the line. Onyx Mer, strong position in eighth. Still a winner down the inside, round the outside there. And now Scuba is going to get him on the run to the line, is he? Is Scuba going to get him? Oh, it's so close, but Seraph gets him both on penalties. Stinner in 10th, and Scuba, that is his first play. That is his first race that he's finished outside the points. Glocky picks up a 5-second stop goal, a time penalty for an unserved stop goal. Hamres ran the final corner. He's going to be the final one to complete 14 finishes. Is that the best finishing grid of the season?
I think so.
I think so too. My voice is gone, as you can probably tell. Goodness me. Don't do 35 laps with a sore throat.
Oh dear. Whoa, why is it raining now? What the fuck?
It is raining now.
Did you see the incident with the meme button?
No.
Oh.
If you recorded it, send it in. Like with any incident. Oh, brilliant. Did Danny record it?
I don't think so.
Oh, brilliant.
So basically, I've gone for the move, and I was fully past him, and he went into the pits, and he never told me.
Oh,
so
miscommunication then. It is raining out on track. It's a good job we finished the race. Wise League wins here in Canada. It's a third win for the driver, and he extends his championship lead to the dismay of Matthias and Will. Lyronix gets my driver of the day. Brilliant performance on his debut. He is going to be a one to watch this season. I'm going to give him a full-time seat. Kazizel in third, Matt in fourth, Will in fifth, Matthias in sixth, and Technique Gaming, Onyx, Seraph and Stinner winner rounding off the top 10. Scuba, Glocky finishing 12th, I may add. Hamres has picked up 35 seconds worth of penalties. Hopefully that's not Billy tomorrow night. Storm, Reb, Danny, Small Guy, and Lawmans. Oh. I'm even more sweatier, and Hamres got tapped by Danny's car on lap 1.
Ah.
And I'm not sure why the safety car came out, because it's the most ridiculous safety car I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
And
a desync.
then-
Alright, that explains that then. And as you can hear from the noise in the background, that is Danny's mic. He sounds like he's got a cock in his mouth. It does.
Fucking
It generally
loves
does. I'm sure the viewers will be very impressed.
Oh yeah, I heard
Oh.
that.
Dear me. I'm not gonna do driver interviews. I'm gonna come on to a couple of things. The A-League next week. That is not going to be affected by my absence. A-League next week in France will be streamed, will be commentated on by myself. 7 o'clock UK time. Be there, you won't want to miss it. And regarding B-League Saturdays, now I've got to have a talk to the admins about this, as to who decides who is going to run what. Because I'll be missing B-League next week. Because of holiday. Oh, that's all I'm saying. I'm not sure who's going to be available next weekend, Saturday.
Me.
7 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Me.
7 o'clock. Are you two fine to commentate B-League? Don't worry, your mistakes were caught on stream. Again. But yeah, we've got B-League tomorrow night. Thank you to the 4 guys from B-League that actually turned up. Much appreciated. I think, was it 2 of them or 3 of them finished? And Reb was the only one not to finish, I think. Out of the B-League guys, that's pretty impressive. And I've just got to say, credit where credit's due. Everyone performed well in that qualifying session. 1.7 seconds separating the whole grid. You don't see that in FRL. Oh yeah, and that is something I've got to speak to you all about after this. Let me just check through the comments though. In the
Does
meantime,
that have any relevance to why Boy messaged me on Twitter saying hello there?
yes, it does have relevance. I was going to address it live on stream, but I thought it'll be best to do it behind the scenes. But let me have a check of the comments.
Oh no, they ignore me.
Driver lineup
Oh.
thing?
But CSR.
Oh, yeah, Onyx Mer, can you send me the stuff? Thank you. I'm not sure if he has, actually. Let me have a look. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. So I'll just wait until Onyx sends the stuff. Right, I'm just going to give some drivers a message. I might consider giving Kazizzle a penalty
What for?
over aggressive driving.
He was quite aggressive. I will admit
Again,
that.
similar to China.
Very aggressive.
Similar to China, and he did get a 10-second time penalty in that race because of his unserved stop goal. Essentially, that was kept on. So that's essentially his penalty from that. I don't think it was as bad as China, but just needs to... I might give him a warning or something like that. Just to see what's thingy. Oh, but I tell you what, the Lyronix's debut, AZR Scars, wow, 2nd on his debut.
Yeah.
Absolutely thrilling. And that was a thrilling race from start to finish. I mean, safety car from the start ruined it all. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That is all I'm going to say. Alright, I'm just going to wait until... yeah. Right, let me have a look. Why racing's on? Ooh. Oh, Lewis, I will message you privately. Lewis wants to be a driver in TFRL. Onyx Mer is making the lineups now. They'll be announced in 5 minutes. Just an update on that. TFRL A-League is much cleaner than FRL F1, in my opinion. Storm. And do you know what? I've got to agree.
I didn't hear that. What?
Storm has commented in the comment section. TFRL A-League is cleaner than FRL F1.
Indeed it is.
Yep, there's no alien wear here. He won't be allowed in, for as far as the eye can see. And yeah, no matter how many times he wants to ask, then yeah, he's not getting in. No way. He will. He'll waltz his way back into Bull Boy's good books. Which, if he does that, it comes to show. And I've got to say it publicly. I've got to say this: how two-faced Bull Boy actually is. I might have said that in a harsh way, but trust me, Alienware should have been gone last season. Then I was the one that made the mistake bringing him back in. I owned up to that and I left. That's why I'm not FRL coordinator or anything, and that's why I'm here. And do you know what? I'm enjoying it. I am really enjoying it. I am loving my time here in TFRL. It is absolutely sensational. A-League is one of the quickest leagues I've ever seen. And credit to the B-League guys. They're very close up together as well.
Still a winner at pace.
And all I can say is a testament to the F1 admins, Will, Button and Small Guy. Thank you very much. Because I wouldn't do it without you guys. Oh, Elliot, yeah. Elliot's GT Sport. So this is F1. This is GT Sport. This is not GT Sport I'm on about. God.
I'm gonna have a look at the comments.
Oh dear. He's probably in the comments now saying, "Why didn't you say about me?" Stuff like that. Oh. Storm saying straight to the point. It's true though. It's true. Yeah, I've just seen KNK in the chat. TFRL is definitely changes and improving every week. Is that because of the drivers we're bringing in? Or is that because of the drivers I'm bringing in? Just to point out, most of these drivers approached me, personally, to drive.
That is true.
Not the other way around and not searching into open lobbies for drivers. We did once with our Latakia, and that was a one-time thing.
And look where he is.
Yeah.
And we did that with... Fucking... Oh...
Drivers in the team that's running it, according to Storm. Yeah, I've just got to say thank you to the guys behind the scenes. This weekend, I can reveal, is going to be massively important for TFRL going forward. I'm not revealing any details, but I think it's something that is going to be a positive change. People are going to like it, and it's going to be something that is implemented within the first 4 months of the new year. And that's all I'm saying.
Oh, message from Onyx Mer. Guys, if you are not in the lineup, don't be angry or something. There's a 10v10 battle Saturday 24th against TTG.
Ooh. Right, lineup for AZR. Going forward, I've got to view this on an angle. So, the following guys have been selected for the AZR lineup. 8v8 battle against CSR on Wednesday, commentated by myself. And in no particular order, well, in a particular order, Onyx Mer, first driver. Will, second driver. Kazizzle, third driver. Scars, All Ironics, fourth driver. Matthias, Methidges, fifth driver. Plexits, sixth driver. Super Guy NL, seventh driver. And last but not least, the two people that have got the most amount of votes and that will be getting the 8th place in the AZR lineup is Button. No place for our Keelan. Not even in the reserves. And just to point out, reserves are Lawmans and Tough to Handle as well. So that is against that. That is the announcement about that. And I'm going to be privileged to commentate on the action. I'm not sure if it's going to be by myself or if it's going to be with somebody else. I'm going to try and get Mr. Collingwood in to give his point of view on the CSR guys. He knows them very well. And that is going to be streamed on the AMZQ Racing. That'll be streamed through me on PSN, obviously. But that's going to be streamed through the AMZQ Racing channel, or Lawmans' former channel. And be there. What time is it on? Is it 8 o'clock on a... next Wednesday? Is it? Or 8:30? One of the two. I've completely forgot. What's this talk about me getting a penalty? Kazizzle has just put in. I'll message him after the race. I just think I'm gonna give Kazizzle a little bit of a talking to, just to clean it up a little bit. That's all it's gonna be. Because I mean, some of the moves he did was brilliant, but then some of the moves that he did also were questionable, especially in the latter part of that race, with Will especially. I think it was. But yeah, does anybody want to add anything? Because I think we're done. Will can't race. And on that bombshell, thank you very much for watching. And until B-League, tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock, in TFRL, around Canada. It is, for now, goodbye, good night, God bless. And we will see you tomorrow for TFRL B-League, Round 7, Canada. Good night, everyone.